Hello guys, welcome back to episode 2 of my new YouTube series, The Buzzing Bees. As you can see, it's now game day for the first game of the season and we're going to be taking on Huddersfield, which, looking over my squad over the summer, it could be a difficult game. If we just have a quick look here at the squad, most of it is still the same as it was when you left me after the first episode, because it has been a really quiet summer transfer window for us. We've not really had too much opportunity to improve the squad. In fact, we've only brought in one player permanently, which I will now show you on the transfers. Transfer history. Yep, and as you can see, we've brought in one player on a permanent, and that is the legend, that is Colton Cole. And to be honest, for our wage budget and our transfer budget and everything like that, there wasn't really too much else available to be bringing in. So I brought him in, and he's had a decent pre-season. I'll go over the pre-season results with you in a moment. And he's scored for us, and he has looked generally decent. I think he's going to be a good backup because we don't have really too many other strikers at the moment. So I'm hoping he can add some firepower and he can add a few goals and hopefully steer us towards something decent this year. And our other players we've got brought in are Liam Henderson on loan from Celtic, and he looks a decent little midfield player. He's going to be decent for a backup. He's on loan. He's not really costing us too much at the moment, so that is good. In fact, he's not costing us anything, so that is a really good bonus. So he'll be good for 6 months just to keep on a free. And after that, we've got this guy here, Toychoshin, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, not looking too brilliant, but he can play in a variety of positions, and he's going to be a good little versatile player, and I think that he will be okay. And if we just have a look here on our squad suitability, we've got Veeb up front. I think it's Vibe. We've got him up front, and he's okay. He is our best striker. And then we've got Hoffman and Cole, who I think are two similar sort of players. So they're going to be contesting for the substitute spot. And then if any of them get injured, we have this guy here, Toy Chosin, as a backup to try and fight with them, and to try and get on the bench and maybe make some changes himself. And then, as I say there, we've got the legend that is Colton Cole. Big target man. I think most Premier League fans will know about him. He works hard. He doesn't always score the best goals. People tend to laugh at him because he doesn't score the best goals, but he does work hard. He was one of my favourite players during his time at West Ham because he just doesn't give in. He works hard. And that's what I think we need here. We need someone who's going to work hard, someone who's going to dig in, someone who's going to fight. And so that's why I've decided to bring him in. And now this guy here, Vaclav Cerny, I think that's how you pronounce it. We tried to get him in earlier on in the summer. He's only just joined us a week or two ago. But as you can see there, he's just joined Manchester City. And so I think that's got to be a good sign if they're wanting to spend 5 million on him at the tender age of 17, 18. And so after we joined Man City, we tried again, and luckily they let us bring him in. But a concern with him is that we are going to have to play him a bit to try and make him worth his money. Because, well, as you can see, he is on a £10,000 a week contract, of which we are paying all of that for this. We are paying all of that for his time here. So we've got to play him quite a bit and get him to earn his money, which I think he might do, because I will show you the formation in a moment. But Alan Judge, as we all saw in the last video, he is going to be out injured for the whole season, so he's not going to be playing at all. And we've got Jota and Canos, but I don't think I'm going to be playing either of them too much on the right. On the right, as I will show, like I say, I'll show you the formation in a moment, and we will see how that gets on. And now, if I will go show you, I'll just go and show you our pre-season results, which has been okay. It's not been brilliant. It's not been terrible. We started off with a 0-0. I didn't take charge of that game myself. I just wanted to get on with transfers and to see what I could get going. I mean, there wasn't too much. And so this game here, Wickham, that was the first one that I took charge of. I've tried 2 or 3 different formations in pre-season. Against Wickham, I tried a 4-3-3. I tried a 4-3-3, like a high possession game, which I've used on my other offline saves, and it's worked quite well. But with this, only 1-0 against Wickham, and that only came after changing to a 4-2-3-1 in the second half, and it really picked up then. And so I think that's what I'm going to be going with today. And as you can see there, 1-0 there against Wickham. Not the best result, not the worst result. But then we went to Celtic, and we actually took the lead in that game. We did end up losing 4-1. And to be fair, our goal was an own goal, but it was a well worked goal from us. So that gave us a little bit of hope. But then Celtic, they sort of woke up, and then we sort of fell back into our place. And that was unfortunate. That was unlucky. But it's only a pre-season game, so it doesn't matter too much. Alloa, I started off there with 4-2-3-1, and we actually went 2-0 up. But our fitness hasn't been great, and as you can see, that was only 2 days after the Celtic game, and us not having too many players who we could chop and change. Our fitness levels deteriorated, and then Alloa come back into it and grabbed an equaliser. But the star game of the pre-season was this one here against PSV. It was a fairly even game for the first half hour, but then PSV had a man sent off, and then we went on to win 3-0, which is a very good result for us. So I'm hoping we can keep that sort of form going into today's game against Huddersfield. Which I'm expecting to be a tough game. Nobody's really expecting us to pull up too many trees in the league this year. If we just have a look here at the season preview, everyone is sort of predicting us to finish mid-table, lower mid-table. We expected their 15th, 350 to 1 to win the league. Weirder things have happened, i.e. Leicester last year, but I'm not expecting us to do anything like that today. As I said in the previous video, I would like us to go for playoffs, and that is still my hope, that is still my aim. But anything above 15th, anything sort of 10th, 9th, anything around that sort of area, I will be happy with. But I do think we have an outside chance of promotion through the playoffs. And so let's just show you the team for today. We are going with a 4-2-3-1. We've got our goalkeeper on injured there, which I will just change now. Sorry about that. Just put Cerny into there where Dominic Karasic is. I may have to make a few changes. I was just about to start recording this 10-20 minutes ago, but my laptop just decided to have a fit and decided to crash. So I just had to restart it from 3 days ago. So there may be a few changes I have to make, but this does look like the team that I was wanting to start off with. I've just got to change the substitutions. So I will do that now before I go through the team with you. Nope, that's the wrong button. Clear subs. And then as we go through here, you will see that we don't have the best team, and we have got a few players that are injured. As you can see there, we only have 2 goalkeepers. One of them is injured. I have been looking for loans and freebies, but most of that money has been taken up by Cerny and Carlton Cole coming in. I may choose to promote one of the youth goalkeepers. I think I will do in the next couple of games, but we'll see how we get on with just the one at first. I know most people don't like to play with no goalkeeper on the bench, but I am going to risk it just for the first few games, just so we can make use of the outfield players. And here we go. I'm going to choose McCormack. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to choose McCormack to be one of our subs, and Nico Yanaris. So that will be our defenders sorted. In fact, no. McCormack, take him off for Jelland, who's still not as fit as I would like him to be, but I think he will be ready for our next league game. So it's him and Yanaris, our centre backs, and our defender on the bench. And then as for midfielders and wingers and that, like Liam Henderson, the youngster from Celtic, he's going to be our central midfield option. And I'm also going to put Kurs Baumer. He's not really played too much. I have been trying to get rid of him because he would bring in a decent amount of money for us, but nobody seems to be biting yet. Everyone everyone around the championship especially seems to sort of be in the same position as us, just wanting to go for loans, not wanting to spend any money on transfers, which is a bit of a shame, but we're going to just make do with that and we're going to crack on. And so as well as that, we're going to put Cerny on the bench just because he's not played too much for us yet, and I just want to see how our front three get on before he starts. And as for on the bench, I'm going to choose Colton Cole and Philip Hoffman. I know I said they are two similar sort of players, but I just want to see what I can get from this game. The first 4, 5, 6 games of the league are just all about getting to know the team, finding our feet, and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. And so that will be the team for today. Team for today is Daniel Bentley in goal. Really good, solid keeper. He's not really done too much wrong in the summer. And as you can see, he is our only option. So by default, he gets to keep the shirt. And then right back, we've got Maxim Collin, who I have quite liked this summer. He's done okay. Him and Tom Field. Now left back is a position I have been trying to improve, but for whatever reason, it just hasn't happened. And if I show you the other left backs, Rico Henry is injured. I think he's injured for a while, 6 to 7 months. Yeah, here's the other long-term injury as well with Alan Judge. So unfortunately, those two are going to miss out for most of the season, but we will see what we can do. And Johan Barbe, I think that's how it's pronounced, he's out for 3 to 6 weeks. And Andrus Jelland is only just coming back to fitness. So I think Tom Field, even though he is a youngster, he is only 18, 20, I believe. Or in between. He is only young and he doesn't look the best, but he gets the cert and he gets a chance to impress. So let's hope he can pick it up. Our central midfield, I quite like our central midfield. We got Josh McEachran, with the fella who came from Chelsea, and he's had a decent pre-season. I've quite liked him and Woods in central midfield. They've performed well, and so they are the two that I'm going to keep there. I think they will be our central midfield for most of the season, unless anybody else comes in or anybody else can impress when they get their chances. And then our front three. This is the front three I am really excited about. I think these three can do great things in this league. They have really impressed during this pre-season. And so on the left, we've got Florian Josifon, I think it is. If any of you know different, please let me know. And then behind him, we've got Jota, who is a great little player. I'd really want to try and keep hold of him. He's just signed a new contract. It does include a £14.5 million release clause. But either way, if we can keep him and he can get promoted, I will be happy. Or if someone comes in and steals him for that amount of money, that will give us a chance to improve the whole squad. So I'm really happy with him. I'm really excited to see what he can do this season. And then just behind and just on the right of him, we've got Sergi Canos. As you can see there, he is our only player who is fully comfortable in his current role. And I'm really excited to see what he can do as well. And then up front, we've got Lassie Vibe, who I've put as an attacking forward, just to see how he gets on. He is going to be our main source of goals, hopefully, this season. And so with that, let's get into the game and let's hope we can do well. This is the first game of the season and I really am hoping we can do well. That I will all deal with later. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you're not, if there's anything you think I can improve, please let me know. This is only my second ever attempt at this, so please just let me know what I can do better. If there's anything you don't like, if there's anything you do like, please let me know, and I will be working on these. I'm hoping this is going to be a daily thing from now on, so I can try and get better as quick as possible. And so, like I say, I'm really looking forward to these videos. I've really enjoyed the process so far of making these. And with that, let's get into the game. There's a few players lacking in match sharpness, but yeah, I think they will all be able to see out the game. And if not, we do have substitutions on the bench who we can use for them. And as you can see, Cerny's not even been here long enough to get a cert number yet, and he's been given a number 9. So let's hope he can be important enough to make that worthwhile. It's saying here that Huddersfield and Brentford are two very evenly matched teams, and the media prediction is that this game will be a draw. A draw I would not be too unhappy with. I'm hoping we can pick up the win, but I wouldn't be too upset if we don't. Just going through the opposition instructions now. I like to keep a tight marker on their lone striker, just to try and keep him out of the game. And for their front three, I think I will keep them all on closing down with hard tackling, just to try and keep their attack force quiet. They are lining up with a similar formation to us, so it will be interesting to see what kind of game this is going to be. And as for the team talk, my assistant manager, Richard O'Kelly, he seems to want us to give the players a morale boost. The morale's already pretty high, but I do think first game of the season, we do need to be passionate. We do need to go out there and try and give the fans their money worth, and to try and keep the fans happy for the first few games of the year. And let's crack on. And here we go. I have just been having this on fast, just because that's how I like to go through the pre-season. Sorry about this, guys. This, like I say, just still a learning process. And let's go on. Let's go on with the game. Helly forward to Brown, and Brown's moving forward with the ball. Passes it to Naki Welch, who's passed our defence far too easily. Oh, and Bentley with a good stop, just to tip the ball under the bar, and he gathers it at a second attempt. And it's there, keeper Ward with a long goal kick forward. Egan heads it on, and Jota now with the ball. He elects to pass it forward to Vibe. And let's see what Vibe can do up front on his own. He's got 3 men around him. I think they're going for a similar sort of tactic as us. And it's Huddersfield now on the counter. Palmer with a long shot, but that's too easy for Bentley. Bentley, a top-class keeper, should not be getting beat from there. And now it's Smith with a throw in. Woods heads it away, and Smith again trying to cross the ball in, and that's Huddersfield just trying to keep the ball on the attack for them. And Smith plays it into Moy, to Palmer, to Van La Parra, to Moy. Oh, Woods with a great tackle there to get us the ball back. Vibe to Hoseyfun, to Woods, and Jota. Can he keep this attack moving? Oh, just about. Woods to Vibe. Vibe with a shot, and a bit too easy for their goalkeeper as well. And now it's us on the attack again. Van La Parra clears it for Huddersfield, and Naki Wells a bit too easy there getting back to the ball. We don't really seem to be pressing them too much. That might be something I want to look at. And Palmer plays it out wide to Brown, to Naki Wells. Ah, and we're 1-0 down. Huddersfield are a decent team, so if we can just try and get back into this, a point I would be happy with. And let's just go and have a look at the replay, so we can see what went wrong there. It does look like it was a bit too easy for Huddersfield to get forward there. And here we go, Palmer with the ball, out wide to Brown, Brown with the cross, Naki Wells in oceans of space, and that's just not very good defending from us. And Harley Dean forward to Sergi Canos for us. Plays it back to McEachran, to Woods, to Jota. Oh, he goes for the long shot, but again, far too easy. We are taking far too many long shots on here. And as you see, if you look at the stats, we're really not playing well. Huddersfield are keeping most of the ball. But let's just hope that we can get back into this. Egan to McEachran. McEachran with another long shot. I'm not happy with all this long shots, guys. We've got to try and stop this. Oh, and there's the reason why. I've got them on shoot on sight, which I'm not wanting. I think work ball into box might work better for in a minute. Just see what happens. As Vibe nicks the ball back off their defence. If we can get a ball across here, and we have. Sergi Canos, yes, we're playing this nicely side to side now. Woods to Sergi Canos. Canos to Jota. To Jose Foon. Oh, and that's a goal. That is the first goal of this series. And what a goal. Jose Foon. Jose Foon. If someone could please tell me how to pronounce that, because I think I'm going to be shouting that a lot this year. He is looking a very good player, and that is a good goal. Here we go. Canos to Jota, to Jose Foon, and right in the top corner. Their keeper almost kept it out, but it was just too good a shot, and we are level. And now we're on attack again. Jota with a corner. Heffy hedge it away, and it's Wales on the counter-attack for them. Can we get our defence back to try and nullify him? Wales on his eyes, pass our defender far too easily. He has a cross, comes shot, and that was poor. If I can keep shooting like that, we're going to be happy people today. And possession is still not great for us. Huddersfield, as the home side, are keeping more of the ball. I would like us to be at least 50-50 with that, but as the score is at the moment, I'm not going to moan too much about that. It's Jota to Jose Foon, to Vibe. Oh, McEachran running away from the ball. And Huddersfield again on the attack. This does seem to have been a very good end-to-end game so far. Not too much in midfield, which is good to see. And Smith out wide. Oh, and we've cleared it. That's Moy. That's Payne. Oh, and that's a great stop from Bentley. And Egan clears the ball. But all it is Huddersfield players around that area. And it's Sinler getting the ball forward. And the attack dies out. And now it's Smith for Huddersfield, throwing it forward to Van Lapara, to Naki Wells, to Palmer. And the ball goes out wide. And is the cross going to come in? Yes, it is. But Egan again clears. There's two highlights in a row. He's just sorted out. He seems to be having a decent game. And Heffy gets the ball forward to Payne. To Naki Wells. And Bentley again with a good start. But it goes out for a corner. So we are still on the defensive here. And the corner comes in. And Bentley, nice and easy, comes out, bosses his area. And claims the ball. And now let's see what we can do. Smith to Palmer. To Moy. Payne. Oh, we have stolen the ball here. It's Vibe. Vibe running at the defence. And he has the shot. Oh, but tame. Very, very tame there. And now it's us on the attack again. Jota with the ball in from the free kick. Oh, and Harley Dean so close there to getting the ball in the back of the net. But a very even game here. I'm very happy with how this is going so far. Possession is getting more 50-50 now, so I'm very happy with that. And Lowe with the free kick for them, hedge it away. And Nakuel's on the edge of the box. Can we please try and nick the ball back off him? Ooh. It seems to all be long shots at the moment from both sides. So let's just see how we can get on here as we are just approaching half time. And that is the first half finished. We are one apiece. We are not playing too badly. I don't think I'm going to change too much at this moment. I might move our defensive line a bit higher up because they do seem to be attacking us just a bit too much for my liking. And I'm going to go back to hit early crosses, but I don't want shoot on sight because we do seem to be taking a bit too many long shots. I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go to slightly deeper. I don't want to go forward too much and invite them to counter on us and attack our line. And I'm going to go clear ball to flanks as well, so we can try and get crosses in nice and quick. And I'm going to say to the team that we can still win this. We are not out of this. We are playing well. So I'm going to go keep going out there, and you can still win today. And Ryan Woods especially is delighted with that. No one else really seemed to be paying attention. But let's get the second half started and see how we get on. It's Ryan Woods, back to Harley Dean, back to Egan. With the long ball forward to Vibe. Now can he get the ball to the Brentford man? Yes he can. Sergi Canos. Canos with a cross. Ooh, cleared. Ryan Woods. To Hoseyfun. And that was poor. But there was no one really around there to help him. But that is a good start. It's a good start to the second half. It seems to all be us for the first few minutes of this half. But Huddersfield are attacking us. And Brown to Payne to Palmer. Oh, offside. Thank God for that. I did not want us to fall behind again. Twice in one game would not be good. Our assistant manager is saying we've not made a good job of possession today. But as long as we're drawing, as long as we're closest, on the possession, I'm fairly comfortable with that. And now McEachran to Woods. But Moy just beats him to it. And Naki Wells running at our defence. Oh, he's past one man. He's gone for the spectacular. And Bentley's just looked at that and gone, try harder, mate. And now McEachran with the interception to Woods. To Jota. To Vibe. Vibe running at the defence. He goes for the shot. Oh, and Ward with a good stop there. But this is looking better for us. We seem to be more in control of the game now. And Jota with the corner. Oh, it's headed away. And it's Huddersfield with the attack 1-on-2 here. We might be in trouble here if he can cross the ball. But I don't think he's going to be allowed to. Oh, he's past a man. Oh, my own words. Oh. And thank God that hit the post. I think this is going to be a case of an old school game with next goal wins. And let's just hope it is us that is able to get it. I am going to make some changes in a moment. I might change the striking situation because unfortunately Vibe just hasn't really seemed to do too much today. I think they're bringing Colton Cole on because he did score in pre-season. And in fact I'm going to do that now just to give Colton Cole half hour to make an impact. And there you go. I'm going to put him as a target man. Just hopefully he will stay where he is and let everyone run round him. And any other changes I want to make at the moment? Canos has had quite a poor game, so I think I'm going to take him off and see what Cerny can do. I'm going to put him as an inside forward as well as Hoseyfun because that seems to have worked on that side. So let's see if it will work on both sides. Colton Cole, I'm just going to say to him, I have faith in you. And he's happy with that, which is good. Always like to keep Colton Cole happy. And then for Cerny, pressure's off because he is only a young kid. And he's relaxed and he appreciated the words. So let's see what we can do from now on. It's Daniel Bentley and he just drops the ball. Let's just see what happens next. Jota with a free kick with a long ball in. And that's just far too easy for Ward to get a hold of. And Ward clears the ball forward. But Naki Wells can flick it onto just nobody. Dean, Egan. Heffley with just a superior pace over Colton Cole. That is going to be the problem. But hopefully he can get onto the end of something and make something happen. There seems to be a bit of space opening up for Huddersfield. Now Colton Cole has come on. But let's see. Field clears the ball to Colton Cole, and is anybody going to be around there to help him? The answer is no, but he does draw a free kick. So that is what we want. We want Colton Cole to be getting the ball, holding it up, winning us free kicks, and oh, that's a red card. And that is very good. I'm not so sure that was a red, but that is definitely to our advantage. And now just to make some quick changes thanks to that. Let's go higher, let's go wide. Be more expressive. And yeah, I think that's about it. And so now I'm feeling really confident now. We should be able to go and nick a goal. And Payne to Heffley to Hudson to and Egan intercepts to Ryan Woods, and Heffley with a clearance. A Jota, what can he do? Colton Cole has the ball. Colton Cole's in the box, but again too easy for Ward. And it is all us at the moment as Jota whips the ball in from the corner, but it is cleared. And Huddersfield have definitely gone more defensive now, as you would expect. But I would still fancy us to nick a goal. Although not with passing like that, I wouldn't. Naki Wells is away. 1v1, but he elects to pass the ball out wide. What can we clear it? Yes, we can certainly get hold of it, and we've got the ball with Jota. And Jota running at the defence out wide now. And he's passing the ball to Woods. To Colton Cole. And Colton Cole, best chance so far for Colton Cole. And we are getting closer. Jota now with a free kick. Oh, over the bar. Then Ward clears the ball from his free kick, but it's Field who wins the header. And Moy gets hold of it to Wells. But again, Egan I think has had a decent go. Oh, having said that, I was just about to say Egan's had a decent game. Oh, and Wells, that's got to be the second or third time Huddersfield have hit the bar today. We have been very lucky. It has been a very even game, but they really should be 2-3 ahead, just by the chances Naki Wells has had. And Lally to Wells. To Bunn, oh, and over the bar, and 10 men Huddersfield almost stole it from us. Just going overload just to see what we can do in the last 5 minutes to try and nick a winner. Jota to Hosifun, oh, and yes, Harley Dean to Field, to Cole, to Jota, Woods. Out wide to Hosifun, to Jota again, to McEachran. If he can find Cole here, this would be a great chance, but he's offside. So that was really unlucky, but I do feel like there is a winner in this game. But I have been wrong before, and I will probably be wrong again. But 3 minutes left. Let's hope if there is a winner in this game, it's for us. And Smith to Moy. I think Huddersfield are just going to try and keep hold of the ball now. To Lolly. To Smith. To Lolly. And he's got the ball forward to Wells. And 10-man Huddersfield going to nick a winner here? No, they're not. Bentley just a giant in goal. He is determined to at least get us a point. As the corner comes in. Heffley all just wide. Neither team seems to be too happy with just getting a point here. But like I said before the game, this would not be the end of the world. And Woods now to Colton Cole, to Hosifun, to Field, to Woods, to Hosifun, to McEachran, to Jota. McEachran, Hosifun, and Egan, McEachran. McEachran has the ball. Woods, there's just no space for anybody right now, and that was poor. That was poor from Hosifun. I know he scored earlier, but he should have been looking for someone else there. And we are just now into the last 10 seconds of the game. I think this may well be the last kick of the game. I think everybody's just a little bit tired now. It's just first game of the season. And yeah, there we go, 1-1. Happy with that. Media prediction before the game said a draw, and it finished that way. So I am very happy with that. And I'm going to say I'm happy with that performance because I am. Huddersfield are a good team. They'll probably finish higher than us this year. And so let's just see how we can do moving forward. After the first game of the season, not everybody has played, but we are mid-table. And if we can finish mid-table, as I say, I will be very happy. And I think with that, I'm going to wrap that up today. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Buzzing Bees, episode 2. I am Bad Jokes FM. See you later.